torque monster compared to my V4R, that's for sure. Let's take a look and see how much my 1199 Panigale R weighs. It is a complete departure from the riding characteristics of the V4 and the V4R. Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Ebe here, and it's a bright and sunny day here in Birmingham, Michigan. And of course, I'm at Ducati Detroit, and we're gonna do some really cool activities today. First off, I'm gonna take my 1199 Panigale R for its first ride since it had a brand new engine installed, courtesy of my good buddies here at Ducati Detroit. And when they installed the engine, they also did some performance tweaks to it, which my good buddy 5UP will go into more detail on that because I have no idea what they even did to the motorcycle. We will leave that explanation to my good buddy 5UP real soon. But I'm gonna ride my 1199 Panigale R, and then I'm gonna put my modified Moto Million Edition Ducati V4R on our Intercomp wireless scales. And we're gonna see exactly what that motorcycle weighs. In addition to that, we're gonna weigh it against a brand new 2019 unmodified bone stock Ducati V4R. Well, the long-awaited day is finally here. I am ready to take my beautiful 2013 Ducati 1199 Panigale R for its first ride since it had a brand new engine installed into the beast. That should be pretty exciting. And when I return, if this 959 is still here, we'll throw that on the scale too. I'm pretty sure this bike will weigh a lot less. Well, maybe not a lot less, but let's find out. For right now, let's get out of here. Now, not only did they put a brand new engine in this motorcycle, but they also did some head work and some other modifications to make it just a little faster than your typical 1199. But that's just what they tell me. I'm gonna be the judge of that. Whoa! Yeah, my blip box auto blipper still works. Outstanding. Wow, this thing is a torque monster compared to my V4R, that's for sure. I really need some clean, open roads to give it a true dance. Look at that. Just silly traffic. And I happen to be riding a really monster in silly traffic. Wow, this bike is really, really snappy. Yeah, I definitely miss riding this bike. It is really, really a special machine. And you really don't notice it until you have an opportunity to ride an 1199. But they're pretty special bikes with all of the sound and character that the bikes have. It's really nice. But I'm gonna try to stop in here at Cranbrook, see if I can get some nice footage. Yep, there is a big difference between this bike and the V4. Since this bike is a twin motorcycle, it has a tremendous amount of low-end torque. It does not like to be just cruising about in first gear. It settles down quite a bit when I shift it into second. And the seating position, it's a lot different. This is not as comfortable as a V4. It's more upright. It's more of a race position. You feel like you're riding on top of this big motor rather than slung into the bike. This seems like just as good a place as any to park the bike and talk about it a little more. Nice brief ride. Very nice first ride. No oil leaks, always a plus. think that was a decent photo shoot and got to fly my drone, and security didn't even come and kick me out this time. Most excellent. My beautiful 2019 Ducati V4R has had more outstanding parts from our good buddy Manny at Moto Million installed. We've got the RNG tank pads. We even have a beautiful EK 3D black and gold chain with a front sprocket cover. It's in carbon fiber, it looks magnificent. We have a new Super Sprox rear sprocket, beautiful sprocket hub, and beautiful sprocket bolts and all that. The bike is simply amazing. This is all in addition to the rest of the parts that we had installed previously onto the bike. It is looking great. It sounds great. It runs great. You've seen my first ride video on the bike, and I just absolutely love this motorcycle. But today, Ducati Detroit has received 2 additional V4Rs, and these bikes are already spoken for, but they will be receiving more V4Rs real soon. So if you're interested in one, Ducati Detroit is the place to get your Ducati V4R and all of your Ducatis. And speaking of that, they do custom paint work here at Ducati Detroit. This beautiful bike, I don't know if you can see that, has beautiful sparkles in the paint job. A young lady owns this motorcycle, and she has definitely made it a very unique motorcycle with this custom paint. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. I'm going to try to get it in a certain sunlight so that you can see all of the specs from this magnificent paint job. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it looks brilliant. It almost looks like you could touch it and you'd feel a special textured feeling, but that's not the case. It just looks really outstanding. But we have this brand new 0-mile V4R. We're going to see exactly what it weighs in comparison to my Ducati V4R with all of its special, unique parts. So many parts that I can't even really mention, but every single one of these parts can be purchased from motomillion.com using the discount code 650EB, and you will appreciate that discount that you receive. If I could fix this right so you can see it there. Yeah, there we go. motomillion.com, discount code 650EB. The bike looks amazing, but how do you think it looks right next to a bone stock V4R? Let me know in the comments what you think. A few people have remarked that some of the mods on my bike could be a bit overdone. I disagree with that, but you let me know what you think. Now, the Ducati V4R does come with the black frame, which is outstanding compared to the silver frame that's on the 1103 V4s, but I do have the gloss carbon fiber frame cover on there, which I think looks good. I think it matches the gloss BST Rapid-Tech wheels really nicely. So we have my beautiful Moto Million Edition V4R flanked by 2 bone stock Ducati V4s, and we're going to see what these bikes weigh using our Intercomp wireless scales. Over there on the scales right now is my 1199 Panigale R that I just got through riding. But before we stroll over there so we can see the actual weight of that motorcycle, let's take a look at this beautiful paint. Custom paint on this 959 that Ducati Detroit did for one of their valued customers. This motorcycle also is adorned with BST carbon fiber wheels as well, which I think they look really good. We're gonna bring this bike out too and put it on the scale so we can see what a 959 weighs. Let's take a look and see how much my 1199 Panigale R weighs on these beautiful full aluminum wireless Intercomp scales. The bike itself looks really good in my opinion, and I just rode it today. It rides totally breathtaking. It is a complete departure from the riding characteristics of the V4 and the V4R, but it's very unique in its own way. very special. And someone has asked me, why do you have two R model Panigales, but these bikes are so different? There's absolutely nothing alike besides, somewhat of a similarity in the paint scheme and things of that nature. But aside from that, they totally ride differently. They sound different. The instrument cluster on the bikes are totally different. They're different machines. Without further ado, we have the wireless scales right here. And if you can look at the controller here, it says that my 2013 Ducati 1199 Panigale R happens to weigh 418 pounds. That is what the motorcycle weighs right now as we speak, 418 pounds. And I will demonstrate that this motorcycle has a full tank of fuel. As I move it around, you can see the fuel up there. You see that pretty clearly. So we're back, and we have, as promised, the stock, bone stock, Ducati V4R 2019 model on the Intercom wireless scales. And in just a second, I'm going to tell you how much this motorcycle weighs. I've already taken a peek, and you're going to be amazed. What's really amazing is how light my 1199 Panigale R is compared to this motorcycle in stock form. But let's go ahead and take a look. First off, I'm going to expose the fuel in the fuel tank, letting you know that it's a full tank of fuel there. You can see the gas. It's a full tank. Indeed it is. And here we are, the bone stock 2019 Ducati V4R on the Intercom wireless scales today reads 437 pounds. 437 pounds. This 1199 Panigale R is almost 20 pounds lighter. In fact, it's a full 19 pounds lighter than this bone stock V4R, and I find that amazing. They both have similar tires. This one, the 1199R, has a 255 series tire, and the V4R has a 260 series tire. So, but they both have the exact same wheels, Murchesini forged. So neither of them has carbon fiber wheels or anything of that nature. But I think it's pretty amazing that the stock Ducati V4R weighs 437 pounds, and my beautiful 2013 1199 Panigale R happens to weigh 418 pounds. Next up, we're going to remove the stock bike from the scales, and we're going to put my modified Moto Million Edition V4R on the scale to check its weight. The last motorcycle is on the Intercom wireless scales, and it is my heavily modified Moto Million Edition Ducati V4R, and it's a beautiful bike. But we're going to find out what that bike weighs in comparison to a bone stock Ducati V4R, which we know weighs 437 pounds, and compared to my 2013 1199 Panigale R, which weighs 418 pounds. Let's find out, without any more waiting, what my modified Moto Million V4R weighs after we've removed quite a few parts and added some beautiful custom parts onto the motorcycle. We have the wireless controller, and it reads 418 pounds. That is absolutely amazing. That is exactly what my 1199 Panigale R weighs. 418 pounds for both motorcycles. That is just amazing. Totally amazing that these bikes, two generations of Panigale Rs, currently weigh the same. Now, and I'm not even done modifying my 1199 Panigale R. It's yet to receive a set of Rotobox Boost carbon fiber wheels, which will further reduce its weight. This bike might end up weighing the least out of my Ducatis at some point, because frankly, I don't know what else I could do to my V4R to reduce its weight, besides maybe, and I'm gonna read this in the comments, I'm sure, removing these big heavy winglets might help. But aside from that, the bike is pretty much as it sits at 418 pounds. And just to show you that the scales do actually move, I'm gonna apply some weight to it right now. You can see I'm just putting my body weight on the scales, and it fluctuated. Now we'll wait for it to restore itself, and it will eventually make its way back to 418 pounds. Currently sitting at 417 pounds. But that is just amazing. And I do want to demonstrate that this bike also has a full tank of fuel. And let's move the bike around a taste. I know the light's kind of different. There we go. Now we can see. Full tank of fuel in all of the bikes that we have weighed today. Just amazing. So I almost forgot to include the beautiful Ducati 959 on the scales to see how much it weighs in comparison to the other bikes that we weighed today. As I mentioned before, it has BST, carbon fiber wheels, and a Krapovich slip-on and some other goodies. And the bike happens to weigh 398 pounds. Wow. So basically just 20 pounds less than my 1199 Panigale R and my modified Moto Million Edition Ducati V4R. I think that weight's very impressive. The 959, the 1199 Panigale R, and the V4R that we weighed today, extremely impressive weight of these motorcycles. So now you know what these bikes weigh and what would happen to reduce weight if you add some of the parts that we've added onto the Ducati V4R. BST wheels saved a lot of weight, and the rest of the parts we added, of course, the exhaust saved a bulk of that weight as well. And some of the other things that we've done have helped to reduce this motorcycle by about 19 pounds over a stock Ducati V4R, and I think that's really impressive. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell so you can be notified when new content is uploaded. We're going to do a lot more of these cool things, you know, weighing motorcycles, putting them on the dyno here at Ducati Detroit to see how much power they produce. We're going to take them to the track, and we're going to do some really cool things with these motorcycles. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss any of our amazing videos coming up to the channel real soon. But thank you guys so much for viewing this video. We'll catch you next time. You guys have a safe and great day. And I'm just really amazed at these motorcycles. We'll catch you guys later. You guys take care now.